And Pennsylvania is taking the first steps today toward reopening businesses across the state. And among those allowed to reopen, are golf courses, private campgrounds, marinas, and guided fishing trips. But all rules for distancing, small groups, and masks must still be observed to try to prevent the spread of the coronavirus.
Governor Wolf also says if an area looks crowded, move on and find another space to enjoy the outdoors and to continue frequent hand washing or using hand sanitizer.
There you
That's what
go.
I wanted to
you
say.
got it. You got it.
Well, with the news of golf courses opening for the season, tee times could be hard to come by.
But this morning, we're checking in with a special group of golfers who are ready to hit the links and take all the new precautions to just stay safe as well. Celina Pompeani joins us live with this group, her dad, Bob Pompeani, and fellow KDKA colleague, Rich Walsh. How's it going, guys?
Hey, David and Heather, good morning. We are live here at Edgewood Country Club in Churchill, and golfers are excited to be out here. It's the first day of a new month and the first day that golf is back open. The courses are open, so a lot of people are itching to get out here. And this, of course, is all following Governor Tom Wolf's announcement earlier this week. But, you know, things will certainly be different out here on the golf course. You must follow all of the CDC guidelines. So we thought that we would bring in some golfers that we know. Their tee time is coming up in a few minutes. We have Bob Pompeani, a.k.a. my dad, and Richie Walsh from the sports department. Guys, what have you noticed that has been different so far upon your arrival today?
Well, number one, I mean, we have to wear the face mask, which is fine. I think the social distancing and all that stuff that Governor Wolf and the officials have put forth, I think have worked, Celina, so I think that's good. But I think it's just more than anything else, it's mindful of the fact you got to keep away, which is fine for Rich and I because he's normally in the middle of the fairway. I socially distance in the rough, far to the right. I'll never see him until we get to the green, so we don't have to worry about that so much.
Well, I can definitely tell you we won't be within 6 feet the entire day, that's for sure. But the one thing that I noticed, all the carts are staged out here right now. It's one person per cart, so I can't ride with your dad today. I have to ride by myself. The tee times are 15 minutes apart here now. That's I think the shortest gap that you can have. Used to be 10 minutes at clubs. Now it's pushed back to 15. And there's sanitizing stations throughout. So the one good thing about golf now is you're not required to wear the masks on the course when you're playing. Player doesn't have to, but all the workers and employees and the staff have to.
I know, and I know a lot of golfers are excited to get out here this weekend. I mean, you are here first thing in the morning as soon as the courses were set to reopen. Why do you think it's important for the courses, even though this is great and it's a recreational activity to be outdoors, you're far enough away from people, but why do you think it's important to still follow these guidelines, even though you are keeping your distance and you're following all the procedures?
Yeah, I think it's important, though, Celina, because, number one, we're still not out of this. And it's still going to take a while, and who knows how long it may be, even with down the road a vaccine or, somewhat of a cure, whatever it is, you still have to be mindful that germs are available to anyone at any time. And so that's all important to do. I think golf courses have had it right. This is as easy to me as social distancing exercise as you can get because you're out in the fresh air. And I think it's also good just because people need to have some sort of recreation just mentally. You know, when you're limited in what you can do, I think it's hard not to feel that cooped up feeling that you need to get out, Rich, right? I mean, I feel that way. I think a lot of people who are, out there working every day hard on the front lines, man, you salute those people. Something like this can help them just understand that, take a deep breath. You guys are doing a lot of great work, but we need to still have this opportunity.
Well, I totally agree with that. I mean, people are going to the grocery stores just to get out of the house right now. And this is a way to get out and do it safely. Like we talked about before, we're not going to be close together. We're not riding in the same cart. Some of the safety precautions, you're not allowed to touch a flag stick anymore. They have raised cups or foam inserts in the cups. So it's going to be pretty safe. I mean, because you can look right now, there's people playing and you can't see anyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know we got to wrap, but before you tee off, you guys haven't really practiced or played at all. So what do you think is going to come from today? Who's going to win here? You?
He's going to win. He's a better golfer.
We have a big match, though. We have a big match.
I don't have to worry about, at least he doesn't, because every time he gets close to the hole, I give him putts. He never does that to me. He has a case of lockjaw. He can't say that's good, Bob. No, he won't do that. I, on the other hand, socially distance. I'm mindful of the fact that I don't want him to touch anything. It's good, Rich.
Hey, Bob, this is one of the first live sporting events back in Pittsburgh. Me versus you.
Well, we hope everyone has fun when you get out.
Yeah, we do.
Well, thanks, guys, so much for joining us on PTL, and good luck to both of you. David and Heather, we'll send it back to you inside of the studios.
All right. Thanks so much, Celina. And we should mention that Celina and Bob are under the same house roof. They live together, so that's why she was allowed to be a little bit closer to him.
Using the same microphone there. Rich had
Exactly.
his own mic, so he's farther away.
Yes.
And stay